Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Austin Kelly. Thank you so much for watching this video. It is the first one I've ever put on YouTube and I could not be more excited to share it with you. Since this is my first video, I wanted to share a little bit about myself and my background. I have been a lover of all things beauty since I can remember. There are pictures of me when I'm about 5 or 6 just beating my face to the gods and then strutting around my glam self right after I did it. I've also done wedding makeup in my life. I constantly do my friends and family's makeup, and I've also been known to have chat channels at my previous workplaces so my coworkers could ask me beauty related questions. Ultimately, my goal with makeup and skincare is just to make people feel beautiful and confident in your own skin. If you need a little bit of makeup to do that, there is no shame in it. And I'm here to help you with any tips or tricks I can. These are just things I've learned over the years, and I hope that they can help you in your makeup journey. So stay tuned if you want to learn how to achieve this beautiful holiday look. I'm going with some traditional colors, but also incorporating a bronze smoky eye, and I really hope you like it. If you do like what you see, please remember to subscribe to my channel and stay tuned for more videos. Thank you so much. Okay everyone, you're probably wondering why I look a little creepy right now. It's because I only have on my base right now, and what I mean by that is my foundation, my concealer, my translucent powder, and my face powder. I do have my translucent powder under my eyes packed on a little heavily. That's because we are going to be using a lot of colors that have fallout because they're so pigmented and beautiful, and fallout is totally okay, especially when you have this, because once we're done with our eye look, we're just gonna sweep it off and the color is not gonna affect the base at all. So I'm actually probably, because I'm such a freak and I really don't like when there's fallout under my eyes, I'm just gonna pack it on a little more. And do not be afraid, this isn't gonna affect your makeup at all. Maybe if you're a little dry, it might take a little bit of the oil out on your cheeks and under your eyes and might make it look a little flaky, but you should be fine, especially with this RCMA no color powder. I believe it really just blurs your skin and it's almost like a hydrating powder, so you don't gotta worry about it. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to take this color right here in the Morphe 350 palette, and there are no names for these colors, so I am just going to do a lot of pointing today, and I'm gonna take out my mirror and get started. And a lot of people think it's a little strange that I do my makeup in a compact, but I like to be precise as hell. So when I have my compact right to my face, I can really see where I need to put that color. Hopefully I'm not gonna try and block my face and be able to show you what I'm doing. Let's see, so I'm just gonna put that liberally all over the crease. I'm not gonna worry about it being super precise because we're gonna be doing a lot of blending today, but I really just wanna get this base down to help start develop the color that we're going for. So what I'm doing right now is I'm doing these swirly motions all over my crease, and then I'm just blending that out like a windshield wiper motion. And once I believe all of the color has gotten off the brush, I'm just gonna start bringing that up even higher towards my brow. We're gonna go ahead and do that to the other side with the same exact color. So remember the swirly motions, then windshield wiper. And also my pressure is a little harder once I'm in the crease. Once I start bringing my brush up, my pressure gets a little lighter. So I can really get that blown out effect and kind of almost start to get that gradient look. See, not too bad, super easy. You're gonna be a blending pro after this. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go in with this color right here. Just a quick little diagonal jump. I'm gonna go in with that same brush, tap off the excess, and go in the same spot. And just like last time, once you think a lot of the color has gotten off the brush, start to move up. We're not gonna go as high as we did with that last color. And I like to tilt my head back so I can really see where I can get in that inner corner of my eye. I'll also raise my eyebrow a little bit just so I can really pack it into the corner of my eye, because I want the color to be all over, almost like it's hugging the eyeball. Okay, gonna go in with that color again on the other side. So when I was thinking about what I wanted to do for a look today, I almost thought about going the literal route of doing a red lip and then doing all over green eyeshadow. As you saw in the beginning, I'm still gonna go in with a little bit of green, but I think a bronzy, smoky eye is complementary to every single eye shape, eye color. So I feel like anybody could do this for their Christmas Day look. And that green and the red, it's still gonna be there, so it's gonna be traditional. So we're getting a little funky here, okay? Beautiful. So as you can see, I kept it really tight in my crease. And once I brought it up a little bit, I started mixing those two colors that I have on my eye. Beautiful. I am going to make a jump to this fudgy brown right here. It's so cute. It's right in the center bottom row of this Morphe 350 palette. And I'm just going to swirl my brush into there and tap off the excess. And like I mentioned before, I'm gonna go into the same spot, but this time I'm not gonna bring this all the way over into the inner corner of my eye. I am gonna keep it in the crease, but I'm just going to keep it on the outside of my eye. And as always, once the color you think is off the brush, just start moving it up slightly. Do not go up very high, but just move it up slightly so it starts to blend in with that color we put on before. Gonna go in with that same color. Awesome. We're off to a good start, honeys. So I'm gonna take that same color and I'm gonna stay out of my crease now, and I'm gonna go from the end of my crease and I'm just gonna sweep it in. And it's just an easy motion of going back and forth until you feel like you have a lot of color payoff in the corner. And see, you can see that fallout, and I'll just show you what I mean by being able to wipe it away. It's fine. So what I do is once I feel like there's enough fallout to sweep away, I'll just go in again with that RCMA No Color Powder and pack it in, and we can continue. I'm gonna sweep that fudgy brown color on the other side of my eye like I did. Okay, so this is where it starts to get a little fun. We're gonna bring in that bronzy color that you saw in the beginning of this video. It is one of my favorite colors in the Morphe 350 palette. Usually when there's a bronze color in any palette, it tends to be my favorite. Like I said, it is so complementary to every eye color, every eye shape. I'm gonna go in with this color right here. And what I'm going to do to make it a lot more pigmented is I'm going to take my Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray, and I'm just going to soak my brush up. And what that is helping with is making this eyeshadow a lot more pigmented and really being able to make it pop on my eyelid. You can also go in with your finger. I have acrylics on, so it's kind of a nightmare trying to get it into the inner corner of my eye. So I'm using a brush. More often than not, I actually do prefer my finger. As you can see, that setting spray just makes the color so beautiful. Oh, I love it. As you can see, a lot fell down right there. But we aren't worried anymore. I wish I knew that when I was a kid, because what I would do is I would put on my eyeshadow on my done face, and then I'd be like, it's okay, I can just wipe it away, and then it would stain my under eye, and it looked like I had raccoon eyes, and there's so many bad pictures of me as a kid. It also doesn't help that I wasn't doing my eyebrows back then, so I just look like a freaking monster. So that's another story. But I am just going to bring that almost to the corner of my eyelid. I'm gonna stop right where we have that dark color in the corner, Sometimes when you put a little too much setting spray on the brush and you go in a little hard with that metallic, sometimes it can get a little chunky on your eye. So I'm just going in to make sure it's all finessed out and beautiful, which I definitely think it is. I'm gonna go in again, spray my brush. You'll need to spray your brush for each eye. And I'm gonna go in with that same beautiful bronzy color. Beautiful. So I'm just gonna sweep off everything that fell off. Pack on a little more. So I'm gonna go back in with the brush I was using earlier to build my base, and I'm going to take the darkest color in our look today. I'm going to take this dark brown right next to the one that we used earlier, that beautiful fudgy brown, and I'm just going to swirl my brush. And I'm going to really deepen and darken the corner of my eye. And I'm going to blend in that darkness with the bronzer. Not the bronzer, the bronzy color. But if I say bronzer, everyone's gonna think I'm using my bronzer on my eyes, which I do sometimes. You'll see that later in future videos. Stay tuned. And I just like to take a clean, fluffy brush and just go over my whole crease. And this really just brings the look together. It helps make it look even more blown out. I'm going to move to my second Morphe palette, and this is the Morphe 35S. Still 35 colors, still about $23.99. You can't go wrong. I am going to take this color right here, this beautiful matte emerald green. I'm just going to go under my eye. I'm gonna bring it all the way from the outer corner of my eye to the inner corner. I'm gonna pick up a little more. Gonna do the same thing to the other eye. I'm gonna go in with that first color we used to start building our base, and I am just going to go like that and smooth out that bottom eye. Gonna take a little more. Eyeliner. This is the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. It comes with a little shaker. I should probably shake it before I do this. And we're gonna do a fierce cat eye. So for my cat eyes, what I like to do, I like to have my eyebrows already done so I can really see where I have the tail of my eyebrow. And what I'm actually going to do, which I forgot to do, is I'm going to take the sharp end of my Morphe Beauty Sponge, and I'm going to dip it in my RCMA No Color Powder. And I'm just going to stamp it right there. So see, it's super easy. You look kind of creepy, but that is okay. We're gonna swipe that away later. And it also helps with a little guideline for doing your eyeliner. So what I like to do is I like to start at the corner of my eye, and I just like to flick a small tail up like that. And I take the top of that tail and I just bring it back towards my eye so I have a little triangle like that. I'll fill in that triangle, and then I like to go back to the tail again and sweep it in a little more and just fill it in. Then I go to the other corner of my eye. I just do like I would normally do any eyeliner and just put it right above my lash line. And I'll connect the two. And then you'll see kind of like a little divot. Just smooth it out. So you really get that beautiful cat eye swoop. And that's all there is to it. It's super easy. So just gonna do that to the other eye. So you see, we have both of our cat eyes. And when you do it with that technique like I just showed you, I really do think it's a lot easier starting with the tail first and just getting that shape. Then once you do that, then the pressure is off and you can just work on the inner corner of your eye, bringing it out to that tail and then just smoothing it all together. That is what works easiest for me. Just gonna wipe away that translucent powder now. Since I already have my foundation on, I used Estee Lauder Double Wear. I put on my Urban Decay Naked Weightless Concealer. After that, I set it with my RCMA powder, and then I went in with this Studio Care Blend Pressed Powder by MAC, and it is in the color medium. I am using this funky brush that I got in my Ipsy bag. It is the Lisa Frank XOXO collection. And I'm not gonna lie, I totally thought I wasn't gonna use it, but it actually is so soft. And since it is angled like so, it is really good for your bronzer. And for our bronzer today, I am using Hoola by Benefit. This is an oldie, but a goodie. I know so many people that use it, and they're all different skin colors, and it just works for everyone. This is a great one to have in your toolkit if you do wedding makeup, if you do any kind of makeup stuff. What I like to do is I just like to go in an up and down, or excuse me, a back and forth motion, sweeping it to my hairline. That line's gonna look a little harsh, but we're gonna keep blending it out. Bring it up to your temples, and back down towards your cheek, and then back up to your temples. So if you've paid attention, what's the most important thing in makeup? Blending. If you get the blending down, your makeup is always gonna be flawless, and that is truly my honest opinion. So I'm gonna tap into the Hoola again, and I'm just going to move these bangs, and I'm going to go up in my hairline right here. Just bronze the hell out of my face. And see what that does? I really feel like it just connects so well with my cheekbone. I like to go in a 3 motion. So now I'm just going to go in my jawline. And honey, if you got that double chin, you can go like, oh my God, it's gone. Where did it go? To hell. So I just like to go liberally on my jawline, back and forth like this, and then I just blend it down. Beautiful. Now I'm going to do that to the other side. So here is where this sharp edge on this Morphe sponge comes in handy yet again. I am going to dip that in my trusty RCMA No Color Powder again, and I am just going to carve out my cheekbone. And this is gonna help if you are a little liberal or messy with your bronzer. I'm just gonna wipe it off immediately. Now we're gonna go in with our blush today. I am using MAC's Mineralized blush. It is in the color Warm Soul. And I focus my blush on the apples of my cheeks. It really helps if you do a fake smile. I look so beautiful. And I just like to do that, do my fake smile. I can really see where the apples of my cheeks are. But then I like to blend it back towards my temple as well, like I did with that bronzer. And I like doing that for two reasons. I like doing that because it blends in with my bronzer in the back for a more seamless look. And also, we're trying to replicate blushing. And when I blush, I don't just blush on the apples of my cheeks. I blush freaking everywhere. And I'm just going for that beautiful, flushed look today. What do you guys think is next? We've done our bronzer, we've done our blush. Oh yeah, we need some highlight. This is Becca Cosmetics collaboration with Jaclyn Hill Champagne Pop. If you don't know what it is, go do yourself a favor and go to Sephora. At least watch it so you know what it's like, because it's so beautiful. I like to use this Morphe M501 brush to apply my highlighter. I like it because it is a little smaller, so you can really define that highlight. I'm just gonna sweep it on the apples of my cheeks. Yes, I love it. Oh, too much? Oh, sorry. Not really. And I just like to go on the apples of my cheeks, my cheekbones, and then I like to go in again, tap off the excess, and I like to go above my brow and come back down in a V-shaped motion. See, V? Because we're going for that glowy look. This is gonna be your Christmas Day makeup look. You're gonna be so happy it's Christmas. You're just glowing, and people are just gonna think that's happening naturally, and you're just gonna laugh to yourself because you got a little help. But you don't have to tell anyone that. Gonna go ahead and do that to the other side. Gonna take it down my nose. Do it on my lip. Or Cupid's bow, excuse me. And this is really gonna emphasize that pouty look you're going for when you're putting on your beautiful red lipstick. All over my chin. And then I like to do the center of my forehead. Okay, and eyelashes are done. I didn't use super crazy voluminous ones. I wanted just very subtle, natural ones to really enhance the eyelashes I already have. I used the Eyelure London Volume eyelashes. They're in the number 100. They come in a teal and white box like this. I also applied some of my Voluminous Lash Paradise by L'Oreal on before I put them on, and I also put it on my bottom lashes as well. Now I'm gonna go in with my lip color today. I am using Boss by Smashbox. I love these liquid lips. You really can wear them all day and only have to reapply after you eat, which who doesn't have to do that with their liquid lips? And so I love it. I talk a lot. I can talk for hours, and this stays put. gonna set that. This is the Morphe, what do you call them? The Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. Ooh, I think I just inhaled some of that. That's okay. Okay, so there you go, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope you feel beautiful wearing it on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. And I hope that you tell your friends and family you learned it here at my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy your holidays, and I hope you spend it with the ones you love most.